Guys, welcome back to a new video. In this particular video, we'll be talking about iron physiology, except for sex or and metabolism. So, iron physiology, metabolism. So, basic dietary supplement that we need to consume every day is 10 to 20 grams, 10 to 20 mg dietary iron, and excretes around 0.5 mg from the feces. So iron can either be in Fe2 form, which is ferrous iron, or Fe3, which is ferric iron. So ferrous iron can't can be absorbed, and ferric iron can't be absorbed. What it happens is like if a ferric iron gets into our body, it is absorbed in enterocytes of the small intestine. This particular time, there's the presence of some enzymes on the enterocytes, and these particular enzymes does what it takes Fe3 and converts it into Fe2, and that particular enzyme's name is ferric reductase. And then Fe2 gets inside the enterocyte and gets absorbed by a transporter named DMT1, which is divalent metal transporter, with and it takes in one hydrogen atom inside with it. Small amounts of Fe2 is absorbed is called as hemosiderin if small amounts of Fe3 has been absorbed. Now what it happens is like it can either be stored in ferritin form, either ways in the liver, or either ways in reticuloendothelial system. Liver parenchyma cells, excess of iron is stored in liver, and reticuloendothelial cells for erythrocytes, erythropoiesis, which is RBC formation. If in case we need iron to get out of the body, like there's this need and the presence of need of iron in our body, it tries getting out from the enterocytes and gets into the blood, and there's this transporter named as ferroportin IREG1, which takes the iron from outside, and there's again a presence of enzyme which is called as hepcidin, which converts Fe2 to Fe3, ferrous to ferric iron. So here comes the red thing I have drawn is called as is a blood vessel. So there's this presence of apotransferrin, which binds two iron molecules, and then it's called as transferrin. Either ways, it goes 75% of the iron is used in erythropoiesis, which is RBC formation, and 10 to 20% is used in liver, in the hepatocytes for ferric form of transfer storage. Excess of iron, the leftover iron, has been stored there. So I'll be drawing a hepatocyte cell, and the line which is there is the membrane, and there's this presence of transferrin receptors. Now as you can see, there's this transferrin, and ECF is extracellular fluid and intracellular fluid. What happens is it basically gets the endocytes inside and through endocytosis when there are 2 transferrin and 4 molecules of iron is inside, and these are usually mostly they are delivered into mitochondria, which synthesizes heme in our body. And hypochromatic anemia, which iron fails to go to erythrocytes. Hepcidin is basically can be triggered. What it does is like it keeps the plasma iron concentration low, and it can be stimulated by three different inflammation, increase in plasma, and pathologically it can be stimulated, and it keeps the plasma concentration low. Either ways, females need more iron in our body. Just got they because of menstrual bleeding, they lose most of the iron from their body. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you have any sorts of doubt, please please type it down in the comments. I'll try my best to solve those doubts. Thank you.